Hello, guys. Hold on. There's not enough light in here. Gosh, just give me a moment, okay? I'm going to get a little more light in this room. Hold on. Okay, guys. Hello there. I am live. This is Pearl Jr. I'm glad to be back on YouTube. I haven't been here in a while. I haven't released anything in a while, but you guys are still watching my videos. You're watching about 30,000 views a month of the old videos. I was up to 65, 70 at one point. 1,000 views a month. But first, we're going to start off by wishing Prince Jackson happy birthday. So get that out of the way. He's 21 now, so we'll see what happens. Okay. Because of Teresa Bruner, she asked me a question yesterday. And she was like, so Quincy knows about the death hoax because of the video I released yesterday where the controversy where Quincy said that Michael stole from Donna Summer's song, State of Independence. And then I looked up the lyrics and there was a lyric that says, I know I'm alive, so it ended up being a death hoax clue. So Teresa asked me, she said, so is Quincy in on the hoax? And in on the hoax, I wanted to talk about Michael and the death hoax, but I need to give backstory in case anyone here has not been keeping up with the Michael Jackson death hoax. Well, just a real brief synopsis. Nothing proves Michael Jackson is dead, okay? Zero proves it. Even if you listen to the Conrad Murray verdict, they say alleged victim, alleged date. There's no name on the grave. Catherine reportedly a few months ago had to say finally that Michael isn't buried there, which is what I've been saying, and other death hoaxers and believers have been saying that Michael is not buried there, that the crypt is empty. And this has been going on, since September 3rd, which was the date of the burial where, the Jacksons paid every Forest Lawn employee to take the day off. And so nobody saw what went in the crypt and what went out of the crypt. And the death certificate's invalid because it's in the wrong name, which is according to the Department of Public Health. If it's in the wrong name, it's invalid. I even went down to the Department of Public Health and got the statement directly from a supervisor there. Okay, so there's a lot more information that proves that Michael Jackson faked his death and that he's online every day. And so I want everyone to watch the Alive trilogy of Michael Jackson documentaries that are available on Amazon.com. It's a 3-disc box set. I promise you, you will be blown away. It's like a magic trick that he pulled on us, because Michael hung around so many magicians. So he learned the art of deception. He learned the art of trickery. He learned the art of making you look over here while stuff was being done over here. Please just know that I'm not just, popping up out of nowhere with no backstory. I've got 8.5 years of backstory, 3 documentaries of backstory, an e-movie book that's 115,000 words that was released less than a year after the death announcement. Jermaine announced the death, not a doctor. So guys, come on. It's just so much there. So please have your mind blown, enjoy yourself, and you will be going, oh my God, the whole time you're watching the documentary, okay? So anyway, Teresa asked me a question. She said, is Quincy in on the hoax? And I was like, I don't think he's in on the hoax. The Jacksons are really, really slick communicators. They don't talk just to talk, They kind of talk with a purpose. They talk with a goal. They engage with something already in mind because they're entertainers and there's always a goal, a purpose, and they live a lavish lifestyle. So they got to bring in a lot of money to keep that lavish lifestyle up. So it's always about selling. It's always about marketing. It's always about attention. You know, money doesn't just fall. They don't have a magic money tree that grows in their backyard and money just appears. They've worked long, many decades to be who they are. And you know, those Louis Vuitton purses, trust me, that Latoya has, they're not cheap. I was gonna buy a Louis Vuitton, but I was just kind of like, God, $3,500 on something I can't eat and I can't drive. You know, I was like, oh, so I didn't do it. So I bought Tory Burke purse for $400, which is still an expensive purse, but it's not $3,500, which was the purse I wanted. So I might still have the goal of a Louis Vuitton purse, but right now I just can't justify it. Now, why did I go off on that? Because it's in my mind, you know? But anyway, so we're going to talk about celebrities. What celebrities know that Michael Jackson faked his death? Now, I want to tell you straight up, I'm speculating, okay? I don't know for sure. No celebrity has come up to me and went, Pearl girl, you know, Michael told me before, you know, and even if they did tell me that, you know, you got to show me proof. I just don't trust words anymore. I only trust proof, evidence, clues, and facts. That's all I trust is proof, evidence, clues, and facts. And if you come with words and nothing to back it up, sorry, you're not going to quite get me to believe you. Because I have learned from being a reporter and Michael's 2005 trial how much lies are going on. Um, um, just so many. I would sit in a courtroom and hear one thing and then drive 2.5 hours home and hear something totally different being reported in the media. Now, I'm no Trump supporter. But one thing he is doing, he's making the media accountable. And I think they're being a little bit more responsible about what they report and trying to show proof and honesty and everything. So that's the only thing I think Trump has done good. Other than that, Trump is a piece of work. My God, you know, oh gosh, oh, and the Russians, oh. Okay, that's a whole nother thing. I'm supposed to talk about Michael Jackson and celebrities. Okay, so we got the death hoax clue from Quincy. Now, did Quincy know he was giving out a death hoax clue? I don't know if he knew it. I know that Latoya was hanging around with him around Christmas, and I went and I looked at her Instagram, and I didn't see that picture with her and Quincy, and I think it was it Kathy Hilton? Maybe, maybe not. And so I was like, gosh, after the lawsuit and Quincy won and $10 million from the estate and Latoya's hanging around Quincy. And then I saw a report that Jermaine was going to work on some musical or project with Quincy. And I was like, wow, they've made up. Okay. And then all of a sudden, you know, we get the Vulture magazine article where Quincy is talking smack about everybody, a lot of people. But the one that concerns us is that he called Michael a thief and said he stole the lyrics from State of Independence, and Quincy was the producer on that. So if anybody gave it to Michael to steal, it would have been Quincy, and Quincy was a producer and part owner of those. He gets royalties off of those songs, off of Billie Jean. So he is a thief too. So why did he incriminate himself? So none of that made sense. But I wonder if Latoya or Jermaine put that information in Quincy's ear. I wonder, you know, because they're real crafty on how they talk. They're real, you know, you know, because of who they are, you listen. And and they're such grand celebrities that you want to hear every word they say and you want to please them and you want to be a part of their company and you want to engage with them and have some kind of friendship, business relationship, or you want to be in love with them, something, you know. So a lot of times when they talk, they have a lot of power, or when they don't respond, they have a lot of power too, because when they don't respond, it means disagreement. It means they're not on board, you know, with it. So I'm sure that they have ways of talking to people that are extremely effective. Okay. Now let's talk about some of the other celebrities that are in my documentaries alive. One, Alive One, which is Alive is Michael Jackson Really Dead. That was the first one. And then there's Alive Two, which is Michael Jackson, The Great Escape. I mean, just brilliant, brilliant how he pulled off the greatest hoax in world history and faked his death, period. And then there's Alive 3, Michael Jackson, The Living Dead, that focuses on who he is today. And in these documentaries, I have several celebrities. So one of the ones I want to talk about is Justin Bieber. My daughter was like, come on, Pearl. You know, so Justin Bieber, he did the, when Peter first called me on January 15th, and that's an important date that you guys have to watch, January 15th. And Peter called me that day, and then there was the event, then there was the hot chocolate, and then there was Justin Bieber at the Groman's Chinese Theater event singing Rockin' Robin, tweet, 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 tweet. And that's where Peter gave the first real death hoax clue that he was Michael on Twitter. So tweet, tweet. And so that was the first one with Justin Bieber. Then we had the wink, nod, smile. Okay. Because I had created let me take off my glasses. Like, sure. Wink, wink, right? I did the wink, wink. So that became like a signature thing that Peter really liked. And so then Peter did Twitter, and he had said wink nod, and I was like, no, it's wink wink nod nod. And then I learned wink nod smile, which was a commercial during the airing of Bad 25, which was a Spike Lee production, and Justin Bieber's Macy's commercial was wink nod smile. Okay, so Justin Bieber. Then of course we have him in. And the other documentary, I think it was still Bad 25, where he was saying, talking about, he was a featured artist there, talking about where he was when Michael Jackson first passed. Now, does that mean that Justin Bieber, they had to tell him the full story? Or did someone just tell him the night before, oh, could you practice singing on Be Nostalgic? We want to have the audience be reminiscent of the old Jackson 5. So we love this song, Rockin' Robin. So could you sing Rockin' Robin? And the only person that I think that could really ask Justin Bieber that without knowing everything, it had to come from Michael to John Branca and then out to whomever, because John Branca and John McClane are the executors to the estate. So does Justin Bieber know Michael faked his death when he gave us those clues? Not necessarily. Okay, now Chris Tucker. Chris Tucker, I love Chris Tucker. Chris Tucker. He's so funny, And one of my favorite scenes is Jackie Brown when he was asked to get in the trunk. Oh, that's so funny. That is so funny. But anyway, Chris Tucker. Does he know? I would think Michael trusted him. I was in the 2005 trial when Chris was testifying on Michael's behalf because he knew the Arvizos and knew that they were, grifters is what they call them, but they were pretty much shakedown artists for celebrities to get money. And Chris Tucker had Michael's back completely and thoroughly, and I like Chris Tucker. I just like him. I think he's a good guy. I like Chris Tucker. He's so funny in his movies and everything. I just watched the movie about the diamonds the other day. Chris is so funny. Gosh. So does Chris Tucker know? I would say maybe, because he gave the hot chocolate clue. See, Peter had posted the hot chocolate, and then at the Growing Chinese event, it was the hot, and then Chris Tucker told a story about hot chocolate. And then when somebody was interviewing Chris Tucker, and I was videotaping it. Chris Tucker kept looking over at me like, "You girl, you won," because it was a big deal to Michael, and it was the first real wink, wink, nod, nod that we got. So that was fun. If you don't understand these whole stories, you gotta go watch the documentaries, or here on YouTube, I got 300 videos for you for free, that you may watch. You may scroll through. I don't want to give you all the links because I think it's better if you kind of find things yourself and look at the titles and decide to watch yourself, and you will find so much information. I have 300 videos here, but only about 100 of them, a little over 100, deal with the death hoax directly, which is a lot of work, guys. And I make about $2 a month here on Facebook, okay? Now, let me address another thing before I continue with my list. I hear a lot of fans, oh, you're just out to make money. Ah, I wish. I wish I had some money. I wish. I recently moved. I recently sold my house because I had debts I had to pay. And I did pay them all. My debts were so high, I was paying $8,500 a year in just interest on credit cards. On credit cards, okay? So I did sell my house. I did move. This is my new office. You see boxes in here. I had ordered a desk, and the desk was the wrong color, so they're coming later today to bring my new desk in here. And then I can unpack the boxes and put up my Michael stuff and have a good time. You know what? I never showed you guys this. I don't think I ever showed you guys this. Did I ever show you guys this? I never showed you guys our documentary, Michael Jackson, A Trial and Triumph of the King of Pop, that I have framed. We never showed you guys that. It was distributed by Warner Brothers. We never got paid right for that, and it does bother me, and it does upset me. You know, and then I'm going to put up our Elbow Grease production sign. And I have, and many of you guys don't know, but we also did a Barack Obama documentary. And this Barack Obama documentary was the first one done on the campaign, the historic first Black president campaign. Oh, if it was, I was going to make that happen because him and Michelle are wonderful people, and they did such a wonderful job, and they're highly educated and they're highly moral and principled. So, yay! I love Barack. We miss you, Barack. I miss you. I miss you. I miss you. Okay, and then what else do I have? I have this. I have my Michael pictures. I have a lot of Michael pictures I got to hang up in my office. And I have this painting done by a Winter Olympic artist by the name of Jesse Rodalis. And he did this picture of Michael. And I'm sorry that it's kind of dusty, but look at little Michael. Isn't that a great picture? So I hang that up. I get to hang that up of Michael. I don't think I ever showed you guys this stuff. Okay, Jesse Rodalis. He was the official Olympic artist from a few years ago. Well, I have more stuff. Okay, make sure I don't fall. Okay, and then of course this is the Alive trilogy. Okay, where you get 3 discs, and it's a 3-disc box set. See, 1, 2, 3 disc box set. You can get it on Amazon.com called Alive Trilogy of Michael Jackson Dots. Okay, so. We talked about Justin Bieber, Chris Tucker, Quincy, Teddy Riley, and Akon. Oh, they were so great. But that was years ago. I guess they just decided, well, Michael ain't came back, so we're going to forget it. But they came out and said, yeah, we think Michael's still alive. Yeah, we think Michael is faked his death. And you guys are right. You're right. But who silenced you? Did Michael tell you Ichnay on the Alive? I wonder, but they've been quiet about it. But I'm here to tell them that there's way more proof, and we still get more proof and more clues that Michael Jackson faked his death. And I am psychologically working on Alive 4. I also have some new information, guys, that I can't share with you right now, but I do have more new information. For Alive 4, it's called Alive 4, Michael Jackson, The Comeback. I love it. You know why? Because with The Comeback, Michael meant to come back in 2011. Remember the See You in July note that he signed? July 2011 note? He meant that. But things happened that prevented him from coming back. okay, that prevented him from coming back. And I'm going to tell you what all that stuff is, plus more clues, more proof, more evidence, more shocking information that Michael Jackson is indeed alive and he is Peter Madani. Hey, hey, he called me, he talked to me, he taught me everything. He didn't tell me, he kind of just led me, and he played, I was someone that he played a lot of games with that would catch a lot of the tricks. So I was fun, but he doesn't call me that much anymore. So, yeah. Oh, okay. So how about B. Howard? B. Howard he called me like 2, 3 weeks ago on surprise. He has a new album coming out. Now, I haven't heard anything about the album just yet. But B. Howard and Peter, they had some kind of pre-connection before I knew Peter, because Peter had contacted me like a year before. There's a video that I have out that I didn't put B. Howard in the documentaries, but he is supposed to be Michael's real biological son. That's the rumor. And he took a DNA test. It was inconclusive, and I don't know. It got all mixed up. And then there was the Mickey Howard movie that said Austin Johnson was his dad, and But B. Howard, there, Mickey lived at the house. Joe Jackson was Mickey's manager. Brandon has that gap like Catherine has had. She fixed it, but if you look at younger pictures of her, you'll see a gap in her teeth right there. And Brandon is the name of Michael's brother, which is Marlon's twin that's deceased, and no one else has named their child in the Jackson family Brandon. I mean, and then Billie Jean came out. The son is not mine, but look at his eyes. Oh no, you know. So B. Howard, does he know that Michael faked his death? I don't know. I wonder if he knows. I wonder, because the first year before Peter contacted me, or sometime before Peter contacted me, he had said, "Thanks for doing the interview." And it was the day I had agreed to do the B. Howard interview. So how would Peter know that? And I did no other interviews at that time. And why would he thank me for doing the interview? So this is kind of like making me go, what's going on here? Okay, but I like B. Howard. Britney Spears. People have told me, fans have told me, I'm getting a little hot flash. It's when you get old and you're a lady, you get little hot flashes. So excuse me while I fan myself. It's what women go through. Inappropriate, but I didn't want to be sitting here sweating and people are like, why is she sweating? She had nervous talking? No, it's that. Okay. And Britney Spears. Fans have told me, Britney Spears is following you on Twitter. Really? Really? I'm sure a lot of celebrities watch, because you talking about taking entertainment to another level, taking the medium to another level. Michael Jackson and the death hoax, my God, did he take it to another level? Gee whiz. It's kind of like a reality show, ongoing reality show. And people will say, Pearl, why are you telling Michael secrets? Oh, I got to get back to the money. Pearl, why are you telling Michael secrets? Well, Michael contacted me. Hello, he's the one leaving all these clues. Hello, left clues before, during, and after. You guys got to watch the Alive trilogy. You just have to. I just can't explain 254 minutes of information here, and I didn't even put everything in the trilogies, because after I make a point, what's the point, right? But anyway, Britney Spears is supposed to be following me on Twitter. I don't know if she's given up or if she still does, or if other celebrities, kind of peek in to see, what's happening, because it really has been quite an adventure that Michael has promised us, quite an adventure. And then Jonathan Moffett, the drummer. Okay, Jonathan Moffett. He is Michael's drummer. And I told Peter when we were first friends in 2012 that, my anniversary for when I walked in the courtroom was March 1st. 2005, and I walked in the courtroom. So I was telling Peter that was the anniversary. Well, Jonathan Moffett, how he got him to do it, I have no idea, but it's true. Released a Rare Pearl cartoon, just popped it up that day. The Rare Pearl cartoon, which was so cute. You guys, I'm Pearl, the song Mama's Pearl. And then there's the cartoon, A Rare Pearl, which is about the song Mama's Pearl. Well, the first day that Peter called me was January 15th. Well, I found out January 15th, 1972 is when that episode of The Rare Pearl aired. Oh, so it was all. And then January 15th, whoever owns the Jackson 5 cartoon, but of course it's Michael under some alias company, which they can hide all kinds of companies, or put it underneath another company. You don't know what company owns the Jackson 5 cartoon, but I know Michael, for historic values, wants to own all his stuff because he does have a dream of having a Paisley Park like Prince does. Oh, I know that kills him that Prince got one before him. He wants his Neverland. But, Michael ain't going to do it small. He's got to do it, rides in a zoo. And I think Barnum and Bailey Circus would be great to have in Neverland. And that brings me to Oz, the Great and Powerful, which is about a guy in a circus. And remember, Prince Jackson, he promoted that, the Oz, the Great and Powerful, and so did Paris. And it had all kinds of clues in it. So you guys got to watch a live 3 for Oz, the Great and Powerful. Was Michael behind that movie? I kind of think so. And then also The Greatest Showman. The Greatest Showman. I think Michael's behind that because some of the actors, why are they promoting the movie when, and then while they're promoting the movie, telling a story about Michael Jackson? Because Michael is the greatest showman. I think he's the greatest showman. Okay. So those are my list of celebrities. I don't know if there's other celebrities, we can talk about it later, that might know that Michael faked his death or left death hoax clues. I can't remember everybody right now, and I'm already almost at 30 minutes here talking to you guys live. Oh, I'm going to give you a few clues that I didn't tell you guys about, at least here on YouTube. On my Facebook page, Cecil Holmes Facebook page, and then my Pearl Jr. Facebook page is attached to the Cecil Holmes Facebook page, okay? But, Michael in the Scream event, I went to the Scream event. It was wonderful. I got to jam. I had a dream come true. I was jamming with Jackie Jackson for a minute. You guys see it? It was my camera. When he was looking at the camera, he was jamming with me because I was jamming too. Kind of hard to hear Michael's fast songs and not dance. It's kind of hard to hear Michael's slow songs and not sing, even though I can sing. Okay, so the Scream event was fun. And Joe was there, and a lot of other people were there. Ola Ray, just wonderful. I hung out with her quite a bit. I hung out with Angel, talked to Joe for a minute. Joe get a little cranky, but Joe Jackson, but Joe is 89, and what a life. What a life. Jeez. He's lived the poor life. He's lived the rich life. He's lived his children. That you think about almost 90 years and you talk about somebody really living. God, the Jacksons have lived. They have taken advantage of their life, of their beating heart, of their moving arms, of their active brains. Oh gosh, geez, it's just mind blowing. So with the Scream event, there was the animated Halloween special, Michael Jackson's Halloween. At the end, he gave us a wink. So that was Michael's clue to us, right? The wink. And then, some of the pendants that Peter used were in that as another wink, wink. And what others? There was more clues. Oh, the date. Okay, so you guys know that Peter Madani, who used to be Peter Pan PYT until they stole his name in August. So whoever's pretending to be Peter Pan PYT today is not. Okay, he's now Peter Madani. Okay, and the gloved underscore one on Twitter. Okay, now he opened that account, Twitter account, on June 24th, 2009, the day before the death announcement. Come on, guys. I mean, with everything that Peter does, his voice is similar enough. The way he talks is similar enough because he's got to disguise it a little bit. It's supposed to be dead, right? And the ums and the clearing the throat and the long pauses and the soft talking and the patience and all that is all indicative of Michael's personality. Well, he joined Twitter on June 24th, 2009, which is the day before the death announcement. And also the day that he could no longer use his official at MJ Jackson 1958. He couldn't use that account anymore. Okay. And then a fan sent me the rules that said that Twitter accounts are deactivated after 6 months of inactivity. So he's keeping that alive, right? Okay, so anyway, so I would make a big deal out of Peter joining Twitter June 24th. And I always use that as, come on. So a fan from South Carolina comes to Los Angeles because it says it was open in Los Angeles at 3:29 a.m. in the morning, which we know Michael got home from rehearsal that night and opened a Twitter account. And then he went back to South Carolina. Come on. I mean, come on. Plus all the other great stuff that he does. You got to watch Alive 3. It's a Roman numeral I for Alive 3. You got to watch it. Okay? Because the more of these I sell, the sooner I can afford to do Alive 4. I never asked fans or did any kind of fundraising to do any of these documentaries. Oh, I see I'm jumping around. So anyway, the reason why that date is important, because the day Michael released the Scream album was the day I joined Twitter. That was so good. That was good. That was a good one, Michael. That was a good one. Thank you. But you're not nice to me that much no more. But anyway, that was a good one. Okay, so that was another wink, wink, nod, nod. Hi, Michael, right? So there's a lot of these things, okay? So let me get to the money and then I'm going to wrap up because I'm over 30 minutes, even though you can go as long as you want, I think. Okay, so I'm going to wrap up. So, and if I sound like I'm rambling, once you watch these documentaries, you will understand. You will understand. Or you watch at least 50 of my Death Hoax videos here, half of them, you will understand. Okay, it's just that I can't catch you up on 8.5 years worth of information in 30 minutes. Okay, so the money thing. Fans are like, oh, you're just making money. You're greedy, making money. I have spent more money than I have made. Okay, guys. Okay, and how about the hours of work that I don't get paid for? There's no one giving me a check for showing up to work. This is my company. Elbow Grease Productions is my company. Me and Cecil work this company. And Cecil has been just so wonderful, when I say, can we do this? Can we do that? Lately, Cecil works a regular job because we have regular bills like everyone else does. And he works, so he doesn't have time to edit the videos like we once had because his job is an all-day job. So he's gone often, and I'm by myself often. So anyway, with Cecil and I taking off work, doing everything that we did and going to the American film market and all this other stuff, it cost us $75,000 to make these 3 documentaries. We have not made that much money back. We have sold a little over 1,000 units, which I'm proud about. But 1,000 units, and I'm charging $8 to watch it or $12 to own it, and everybody takes a chunk out of that. I don't get all this money. You got to remember, Vimeo gets their money, okay? And then Amazon, I charge $25. Amazon charges a lot of money. Amazon takes their cut, and then I have to pay for postage and gas to get to the post office, and I got to pay for envelopes, and I got to pay for marketing and all this other stuff. You guys just don't know, okay? I am a small company, so when you're complaining about somebody greedy, don't you contact NBC, contact Fox, contact Sony, contact Paramount Pictures, contact these big companies. It's just little old me and Cecil. We're Elbow Grease Productions, okay? And then my son did the guitar, you know, which was really good. And then my sister helped with the wardrobe. So it was a family thing. But I am working on two things in my head, Live 4, and then I want to do something with the screenplay, The Price of Fame. I really do. I might have to go get a regular job again. So that means I can dedicate less time to Elbow Grease Productions. But I had this company before I entered into the Michael world, to let you guys know. And I graduated college in 1989, and my degree is in radio, TV, broadcasting. So this is not, oh, let me go get Michael. I was brought to Michael. I was brought to that 2005 trial. I didn't know that Michael was going to be a part of my world until the day before, when a mentor of mine asked me to go down to the Jackson trial and pass out flyers. And I had a TV talk show called True Talk Straight Out of LA. And I ended up getting a press pass. And I was in the courtroom with the man, Michael Jackson. What? So, but I was cool though. I was cool. I wasn't like a little fan, because immediately the first day that I was there, I learned that they set him up, because the sister, the accuser's sister, said, I didn't know I was molested by my father until my mother told me. So I was like, oh, she telling us her mother put them up to all this. And then she said it twice. And I was like, oh, they ain't taking my boy down. What can I do? Whatever's in my power to do, I'm going to do. And we covered the trial, and nobody paid us. I had to sell advertising to pay for the advertising, I had to sell advertising to pay for the airtime that I had bought from Time Warner Cable, you guys, Spectrum. Yes, I purchased that airtime. Okay, so that we did 13 episodes on the Michael Jackson trial. And so we had to go down there, produce the shows, do this. I had to sell advertisers, and I sold it to small companies. So I usually had to write the commercial, produce and edit the commercial that went into that. You guys just have no idea when you're saying I'm money hungry. My God, you guys don't know. Pearl works off of scrap money. Tiny little pebbles of money. I have more enthusiasm and I have more ambition than I have money. Well, okay, I'm rambling on. But anyway, I'm going, and then there were other movies too that had something to do with Michael, but maybe that'll be another live broadcast. Anyway, guys, this is Pearl Jr. Okay. Order your copy, a live trilogy. Also, I have to pay to get these manufactured. I have to pay to get these manufactured. They're not free. So you guys deduct what Pearl left with, okay? So you guys just have no idea, but I order it. And that way you're supporting me, and you get something for your money. You're not just donating. You get something for your money, because fans have donated to, I'm sorry, William Wagner, to your documentary, and you ain't came out with a documentary yet, okay? I've come out with four Michael Jackson documentaries, and fans I have never asked for. I had one fan, I don't know if she wants me to tell her name, but she did force me to take some money, and all of a sudden it was just there, and I thank her so much, you know. And if she lets me tell her name, I will, okay? But I thank her so much. But just one fan just gave us a little bit of money that helped out quite a bit with some advertising and sending the documentaries to certain people. And but anyway, guys, I thank you guys so much. Also, you can watch our documentaries on Vimeo, Vimeo. I'll put the link down in the description of this video. You can watch it 24/7. Fans from 35 countries have watched. So they take all kinds of currency. And it's worldwide. It's 24/7, and you can watch right at your computer or on your phone, your device. Anyway, I'm gonna say goodbye. And I've enjoyed this nearly 40 minutes that I've rambled on. So if you have any questions, you know I'm pretty good at getting back with people, and I try to answer as many people as I can, even the haters. Gosh, I get tired of the haters. Don't you? I get tired. All I'm saying is Michael's alive. Why you gonna hate me? Why you gonna hate me? I'm bringing you good news. I'm letting you know it's not over. Okay? It's not over yet. And then Peter posted the comeback speech that Majestic Magnificent did on his Instagram. So does that mean something? And then tomorrow's Valentine's Day. I want to wish everyone a happy, happy Valentine's Day. And there's a death hoax clue with the Valentine's Day. Comeback Michael Jackson. .com was registered June 25th, 2009 on the death announcement date. Come on, come on, come on. ComebackMichaelJackson.com. Come on. Registered on June 25th, 2009. Come on. Death hoax clue. And then Michael Jackson Comeback was registered on Valentine's Day, 2007. And so I want to wish everybody a happy Valentine's Day. And I will see you next time. Maybe next time my office will be all nice. And I could, I don't have, Home Depot boxes behind me. Okay, guys, I'll talk to you later. I love you and keep Michaeling. Bye-bye.